The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Roach. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team learning how to...
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Kansas stayed quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to swing it on second down. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. It's a seam wide open. Tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Whalen. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? It's complete to the right.
There we go. That's 4th and
He
8.
gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. The option look.
Oh!
Now the toss. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete.
Let's
now
go.
setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Stop right there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Crosses, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Houston wants to play fast. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Jesus, the quarterback!
Nice job getting him to the ground.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The play action fake. Almost intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, that's right.
Red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Quarterback on the keeper. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25.
What are you doing?
Flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whalen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try it, turning it on. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll do it himself.
Oh, ain't no way.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. It's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That was nasty.
And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first.
Looking for more room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's caught. It's Roach. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Here's a heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it up front. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing... job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. They've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here later.
Gets it out quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet in bounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Fires to the middle.
Oh, you could have jumped up there and knocked the ball in.
That one in there. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different look.